Welcome back, everyone. I know I just posted a video, but Randy Gelp actually gave me an idea when I mentioned that I was going to Trainfest this weekend, and I kind of described what Trainfest was. And in case you didn't catch it on the last video, didn't watch the video all the way to the end, I know I sometimes don't, so if you don't, that's fine. So Trainfest is a once a year. The West Dallas State Fair. It's technically the Wisconsin State Fair. It's in West Dallas, Wisconsin, which is a suburb of Milwaukee. Hosts one of the largest train shows, if not the largest train show in the U.S. Now I know that there's like Timonium, if I'm saying that right, and there's the Greenberg. I don't think that's the actual name of it, but there's other train shows, there's other model or hobby shows. Trainfest is one of the largest trains only in the area, and especially in the Midwest. And I've been blessed to have been going to it now for, well, as long as I can remember. My parents have been used to take me when I was a kid, and I kept going. I actually even went the weekend my daughter was born. My wife was still in the hospital, and she kind of looked at me and said, "Just go." And I was out the door before she even finished that sentence. My daughter now kind of gives me a hard time. We celebrated her birthday yesterday, and she gives me a hard time about me leaving her in the hospital with Mom and going to the train show. And so I think she understands now. So anyway, Randy said, I want some video, and I really hadn't thought about it at all. I thought, I usually just walk around and, do stuff like that. But I thought, you know what, I'll take this camera and see what I can get. And I'm shooting this after I've already been, so I hope I captured some good footage. I didn't do any interviews or anything like that. I figured there's going to be other videos with that. I just wanted to show the layouts, kind of show you what you could see. It's vendors, it's manufacturers. Thurn is there, Walthers was there, Rapido was there, Hornby. And then there's Moondog Railcars was there. Just a whole slew. And one of the things that I'm going to mention this, and I'm going to show his products in there, was this Stoddart's 3D railroad art. Just some amazing stuff, and hopefully the video captures how neat it is. It was really incredible. I gotta say, his work was just phenomenal. So just some really neat layouts. And my son and I, you'll probably hear his commentary. He liked to count the trains as they went past and all that good stuff. So you might hear him. I was going to overlay it, but I thought, nah, I'm going to leave that in there. So if you don't want to listen to him, just go ahead and mute it. I don't really talk much throughout the thing. It's just the sound of the show going on and things like that. So we'll catch you at the end of it.
Should we see if the band's in today? Let's see So 31.
That'd be kind of hard.
It's coming. Oh man, I missed the engine. Oh darn, I couldn't count. Daddy, how's this? I didn't get the engine, but I got the back of it. Okay, I'm gonna wait till it comes around again. I'm gonna really back this up. No, I need to get as close as I can. Something you see every day. No, didn't get it. Look, there's a dinosaur.
What? The real dinosaur not over this one?
The last living dinosaur. No! The world is doomed. Like the point that you're supposed to see, not this, just the blue through these trees, you would be able to tell that it wasn't real. Water tower, my satellite interceptor thingamabob, and a truck selling store. You usually don't see trains there, so you can just kind of see Daddy, that bridge looks like it's made out of a train cars. Because it just kind of looks like it's made out of like a train car chopped in half.
The candy dancer.
How's this?
Very nice.
Excuse me. Yeah, they even have a telephone stand. Whoa.
Here, I'll pick you up.
Rio Grande.
Yeah?
Grande means big, right?
Yep.
No wonder they say grande. That's it. See, it says Rio Grande.
Real grand.
Hey, I know what that is. That's a turntable.
Yep.
Why do they call it a table? It's not even a table.
Because it kind of is like a table.
Yeah, it looks like a table, but it's not a table. The guy that's speeding towards the truck, he's like, come on, it had to leave without me. Or something, because he's just leaning like, aww. Whoa, I need to count how many cars that one has. I can see it. Including the train. Okay, I'm gonna count this one. Bridge while people are going on the bridge, and people can go under the bridge at the same time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
Arms out.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 ways you can use this, Danny. There's 3 ways for 6 ways for this one, 3 ways going in, 3 ways going out. 2 ways for this one, 1 way going in, 1 way going out. Daddy, look, it's going across the bridge. I want to see you go inside that Dale tunnel. That thing is going so slow.
Oh, it's Metro.
Oh. But, wait, we take Metro? Or Amtrak?
From Kenosha down to Chicago.
Jump off.
we're back from the train show, and of course, no trip to the train show is complete without a bag full of loot, a whole bunch of goodies, and so I'll go first because mine isn't as exciting as my son's stuff. So I got a new set of rail nippers. I've been needing a set of these for a while now. The ones I have work, but they're getting a little dull, so I figured it's about time. If I eventually get around to working on the rail yard, I'm going to be building some new switches. I'm going to need these quite a bit. And then I also got just a set of files. The ones that I have, some of them are in less than great shape, so about time to get some new ones. So there's a guy at the train show every year. He's a tool man. I don't believe he's related to Tim Allen, but he's got a lot of great tools, you know, all sorts of everything from pliers to cutters to magnifying glasses, straight rules, all that good stuff. So, but anyway, so that was my stuff. So this year, normally my son Josh will get something Thomas related, and this year I influenced his purchase a little, and I suggested maybe he thinks about getting an engine of his own for the layout. And so we started looking, and you know, there's tons of different hobby shops present, and actually I think this year there was even more than I've ever seen in years past, so it gave us a huge selection. And we kind of different railroads. Josh doesn't have one picked out yet that he really loves the best, so we were kind of it was kind of fun because it was a empty palette, if you will, of what we could select from. So we ended up with nothing less than a Genesis unit. The great deal about Trainfest, though, is there's generally really good deals on everything, so we got a pretty good deal on this. And we ended up with an F3A unit painted in Rio Grande. So why don't we go ahead and we can open it up. And it is a Genesis unit. It isn't sound, though. So I'll let Josh show you here. Little unboxing. We don't normally do this on this channel, but hey, you know, we'll do this. So you got the instruction manual and everything, and then we'll carefully bring it out here. Now we don't want to be like the guy with his iPhone 6 and immediately drop it on the floor. So I'm going to let oh, wait. Hold on. Which side is... Okay, we don't need that. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Carefully, carefully. Oh, okay, now we need to be very careful. Hold on, hold on. Alright. Hold it by the trucks. Right by the fuel tank. So there it is. He picked out a F3A in Rio Grande. It's their passenger scheme. Now, it doesn't exactly fit what we're modeling with Wisconsin Central or the Era, but this is his, and so he'll be able to pick the train that it runs with. Maybe in time we'll make it into a special ski train, because I know that they used to run in Colorado. They had Rio Grande had a ski train that they used to run all the time, and you know, Wisconsin's known for its skiing. I mean, there is some skiing that goes on in Wisconsin up north, but definitely not anything like out in Colorado. But so one of the things we had to do, though, is because it's not a sound unit, it required a Digitrax, or well, it requires a decoder. It's got a plug in it, so we picked up a Digitrax drop-in decoder. And so I think I'll show you that as I show Josh how we go about doing that. So the first thing we're going to do, you know, of course I'm not going to read the directions on how to disassemble this. I'm just going to dive right in and disassemble it. I've got this old egg carton. I might have shown it before. It's one of the recycled cardboard ones, and it cradles the engine well enough. But I'm going to assume, much like all of these, you just have to take out the Phillips head screws holding the coupler boxes in place, and then hopefully the shell will slip out. So let's give that a try. I lied. I'm going to refer to the manual here. Let's see here. To remove the body, first remove the couplers. Check. Then remove the 2 screws at the rear of the frame. Oh, all right. 2 screws at the rear of the frame. Yep, sure enough. There's another one.
I can grab it.
It's right there.
Ooh.
Here, use the. You want to use the bigger one?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Carefully, carefully. Put him in there. Perfect.
It jumped in. It might be to pry this thing off.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Whoa. Okay. Don't go too far.
No wonder it didn't want to come off.
All right. There are. Oh, neat. There's all sorts of headlights. Okay. So the great thing about this is it's just a drop-in decoder. We purposely picked this one out. We asked Hiawatha Hobbies, which is also at Trainfest. So we went over to their booth after we bought this and asked them which decoder we needed. He said this is the one we needed, so just unplug this and that'll just rest on top of the housing there. So we'll just leave that as is. Now we'll go ahead and slide the body back on.
If it will fit. First I didn't want to come off. Okay, now we need the screw.
Perfect.
No.
Alright, nope, we're going to test it first. So we didn't reprogram it or anything yet, so Josh is going to go ahead and power up the system by pressing power down in the lower left corner. Yep. Plus. Okay, you power again. Alright, now you're going to press this in. Now press loco.
Again?
Yep, and hit number 3. Enter. Alright, now, before you do anything with it, let's see. Alright, so now you're going to turn the headlight on by hitting 0. Oh, look at that. Headlight's on. And there must be another headlight. We'll have to figure out how to program the other headlight in.
0 again?
Oh, I bet you this has got a Mars. Oh, that'll be neat. Okay, so the headlight works. So slowly turn that. Other way, other way.
Oh.
And there she goes. That's a nice, quiet running Genesis. Alright, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, way down, way down, way down, way down. Okay, so we had to do a little futzing to get it to work. As it turns out, the decoder that we picked doesn't actually have any function outputs. But the good news is it does have outputs for headlights. So what I did was I rewired the what should be a rear headlight to this top headlight and then remapped it in the Decoder Pro to reverse its function, so it actually will turn on when the locomotive is moving forward. So now if Josh goes ahead and presses function 0, nope, hit it again, there you go. So now the headlight comes on, and now if he hits function 1, yay, we've got a flashing gyro light. And off she goes.
Good stuff before it
Yes. Okay, well, that was a little bit more exciting than I expected. I didn't know, I guess I should have done a little bit more research. We were in a hurry when we were leaving Trainfest to get a decoder for the engine. Had I known that there were no real function outputs on this particular decoder, I guess I should have guessed when it was only $16 for the decoder. It was a deal, but we got the headlight working. There's no reverse light anyway on this particular engine, so you know, it'll work. So Josh, what was your favorite part of Trainfest?
Probably buying the train.
Buying the train? Oh boy, I'm in trouble. I think Josh, you also said you like the Lego.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's always neat to see a different aspect of the hobby. You know, you don't, we love Legos. We love playing with Legos here, and you kind of forget that there is a community of Lego model railroaders as well. And but I don't know, personally, I thought Trainfest was a lot bigger this year. It seemed like there were a lot more layouts, club layouts this year. A lot more hobby shops this year, especially hobby shops that I don't recall seeing in years past. One of the things I really want to point out, though, and I put his some quick video of his stuff, was Stoddart's 3D railroad art, and I'm going to put a link in the video because we talked to him for about 15 minutes, and it's just him and his wife. And he basically uses it's MDF.
Laser cutter?
Yeah. This is the laser cutter. And if you go to his website, and he's got a list of a bunch of things that they already make. But if they have stuff, he says that he calls it squeaky wheel marketing. And basically, he said that if you've got a railroad that you'd really like to see them do, send him an email and he'll do one up for you. And let me say, the video will not do justice what this guy is doing. I'm saving up for one of the wall hangings, even one of the logo. I almost bought a Chicago Northwestern logo, and it's amazing. You really have to see it in person, but it's kind of neat because each individual color on the different models is separate pieces. So there's perfect color separation because they paint it as a piece, and then it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You said they assemble everything, and so it's 3D, it's multi-layered, really some neat stuff. So I highly recommend checking them out. So I'm going to conclude this video, but Josh has to go to bed. He really wants to run his engine, but we're going to have to wait until tomorrow now that it took us a little bit longer. So for now, Josh is going to sign off. Say good night.
Night.
And I'll be right back with the conclusion to the rest of the video. Alright, so Josh is off to bed. But he and I had a great time at Trainfest today. I met a few people from the YouTube community. That was a lot of fun. Really glad I had an opportunity to talk to everybody. It's neat getting out there and I guess getting out of the basement a little bit, you know. So much of what we do is, you know, kind of confining to our workspace here, and you know, this is one way to get out of the basement in some regards. You know, post video on YouTube and things like that. But going to Trainfest is another. But if if there's a local club in the area that has an open house, or maybe there's a smaller train show in the area, definitely go on, check it out. It's neat to talk to people and just find out who's doing what, and this is one way. I mean, I'm getting a lot of great posts, a lot of great feedback, especially on that wire that I'm trying to make look like a hose. I got some really neat ideas on how to remedy that, so I gotta work on that in the future. But just making connections, making contacts, it's pretty neat. So I'm also gonna plug the Moondog Railcars. If you've never seen them before, had a chance to meet the guys behind the scenes doing those, and some incredible work. Just some really incredible stuff. Not only their decals, but their painting ability and things like that. So that was really neat. Really enjoyed spending time with them. And Josh is really excited about his engine. I'm really kind of glad we got it to work. I'm really kind of excited to have an engine with a oscillating headlight. Now, I've always wanted to do that. And I'm not going to lie, I'm glad he kind of went the route. A little sad to see that maybe he's diverting from Thomas, but also excited in the thought that maybe this is the start of him heading down the path of model trains and maybe taking it to that next step. And who knows, maybe he and I can start having operating sessions together. So As always, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I wish I could have shown more. My battery was running low, so kind of what I got was what I got. Josh was taking some pictures with his camera off to see if any turned out. The neat thing is since he's so short, a lot of his are at track level. You know, layouts that are only 40-some inches high, that's right there. You know, I'm kind of envious. At 6'3", it'd be really difficult for me to have a layout at eye level. So it's kind of neat to be that age, and everything is larger than life in that regard. So, but hopefully, it's been only a few days since I posted the last video, and then obviously this weekend with Trainfest, I haven't had a lot of chance to work on the layout. But hopefully, in the next few weeks, I'll be able to follow up with something new. So we'll see you again next time. Thanks a lot.